Hello everyone, welcome back to the Autism and Doctor Who series. Today I'm joined with some great people who are going to introduce themselves in a minute. But today we're going to talk a lot about Doctor Who, maybe a little bit about Crohn's as well, because me and Jack have Crohn's and autism that we all have, and Katie does some really good work, well, not just with autism, some lots of different things. But yeah, so Jack, I'm going to start with you if you do an introduction of yourself.
Jack Monaghan, voice actor for Moojag and the Order Code Secret, and also Big Finnish list person.
Big Finnish list. So
A callback.
Yeah. So yeah, you got a call back.
Wait,
No.
are you at?
No, I'm just on their list of contacts in case they need someone like me.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow,
That's
amazing.
still brilliant. That's amazing.
That's very exciting. So you have to.
And when I went to inquire, they said they have studios down in London and one in Wales.
Oh wow.
Oh, great. That's awesome, Jack. So like yeah, make sure you keep it all up to date if you ever get that call.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Katie, up to you.
Hi, my name is Katie Haynes. I am a 13th Doctor cosplayer, and I do a lot of comfort videos just as the Doctor, videos for LGBTQIA rights, and it's great to be back on.
Yeah, yes, it's been a while because our episode was about the Easter time, like which released the exact episode that the Legends of the Sea Devils had. So that was nice.
that I'll tell you, that day was very, very rough for me. I was not ready to see the teaser for Jodie's final episode, and I did yesterday. I just bought Cost Daddy has officially released Jodie's Sea Devils costume. So I just put in my order for that. And I'm very excited to be able to wear that as well. Basically, anything Jodie has touched or used. I mean, I would love it if the BBC would send me a piece of her TARDIS. I don't think that's going to happen, but
yeah, right.
Or they can send you a signed copy of Attack the Block, one of the films she starred in.
That would be amazing. I love that movie.
It's a brilliant film.
Her scene with John Boyega, where she goes into his apartment, is like etched in my brain. It hurts me so much.
Yeah, it like she like I think like she was in Broadchurch and she was also in a series called Trust Me that I saw, Jodie. So I think she'd go on big things afterwards as well. Like
And she was in a movie, and she was also in a movie directed by Paddy Considine.
All right.
An autistic actor and director.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. So she's in big things, and like normally after you've been in Doctor Who, you continue, you go in really good things as well.
Or you go to Big Finish.
Yeah, most do, don't they? Most go to Big Finish. So James.
Sorry, my connection dropped out. I apologize.
No worries, Katie. We'll just go to James if you want to do your introduction.
Hi, I'm James. I have autism. I've been a Whovian for as long as I can remember. I'm a primarily 10th and 11th Doctor cosplay, but I started cosplaying 9th as well.
All right. Yeah, so it's good you do all that. Like you do your little series as well, don't you?
Yeah, I do like lots of TikToks. I've got my own like disability podcast as well about all sorts of disabilities. It started out about autism, but it's for anyone and everyone. Yeah,
well, that's great. Kate, are you still with us?
Yes, I am. Yes, I'm still with you.
Yeah. Okay.
My internet's been wonky recently.
Okay. I understand that because I thought it happens and it goes sometimes, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So guys, are we looking forward to? Well, I suppose it's hard to say. Like, are you looking forward to the episode later this year, like Jodie's last episode?
If Chibnall doesn't screw it up, maybe.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt. this episode is, I think, really going to leave me in an emotional state. I'm not ready to say goodbye to her. Ncuti Gatwa is going to be incredible. I've been watching Sex Education, watching his performance. He's going to be phenomenal as the Doctor. But Jodie has kind of come to be my second heart and has given me an outlet to really kind of interact with people in a different way and bring light to people in a different way. And I know she will come back for Big.
She knows she'll come back for Big Finish, is what she's trying to say.
Yes. Yeah, I think you're right there, Jack.
Who knows? Maybe I might voice act alongside her.
Yeah, maybe.
Finish. Let me know. I will freak out. But it will be. I know she'll do a phenomenal job on this last episode. I feel like she got robbed because of COVID. I feel like because they had to cut so much of Flux short. Had it been a 10 episode series rather than a 6, I honestly think we would have gotten more out of it. And again, I will.
She will love her, that's what she's trying to say. Given the internet on her side is dropping out, I have to fill in.
Yeah, well, it's good we've got a voice actor on here.
And also, Colin Baker and Sylvester McCoy had Michael Grade. Jodie Whittaker had COVID.
All right. Yeah.
Although
Stand
COVID is
by.
probably preferable to Michael Grade.
Yeah.
Especially if your name's Chris Morris.
Yeah, they're all doing great things, aren't they? Like Sylvester McCoy. Like with Scottish actors, Doctor Who likes Scottish actors, don't they?
Yep.
And I'm sorry, I don't know why.
Probably privatised internet over at your end.
Yeah, I'm sorry about the going in and out, guys.
Oh no, not at all.
Moses,
Also, while we're on the subject of Jodie Whittaker, given her accent, it just made me realise how good Victoria Wood have been as the Doctor. And Maxine Peake too.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they would all be
Yeah, definitely.
good, yeah. Yeah. So Katie, you still there?
She's there, but in spirit.
Yeah,
Broken broadband spirit.
Yeah. I think Katie will just hop in, hop out when internet's going in and out. But yeah, so Jack,
Yeah.
have you done any other?
Yes, I am. I don't know. It says my connection is unstable. I'm gonna try to jump in from my phone. Maybe that will be better.
Okay,
No problem.
we can wait.
Hope you have enough data.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no problem with that. I can get on soon.
You wanted to ask me something, Mason?
Yeah, like have you been doing what have you been doing much since we last spoke?
Apart from moving into this new digs.
Okay. So you just when did you move then?
Last weekend.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
And I'm moving this weekend.
What was that, Katie?
I don't know if I'm going to have to restart my network or what's going on. But anyway, I don't want to take up your guys' time. Let's continue.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can just stay for the minute because.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with Katie, what would you like to happen in the last episode for Jodie? If your internet is still stable. And if not, that question is for everyone.
Hear me? Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
We can still hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I would love in the final episode, the idea of a perfect episode would be after he's fought off against the master My ending would be that she and Yaz look at each other. If we get a kiss, that would be phenomenal, but I don't know if that'll happen. She takes Yaz's
if they get a
hand,
kiss, the Daily Mail will explode.
Well, then let it explode.
Oh, it'd be perfect if it happened.
She takes Yaz's hand, they go into the TARDIS doors shut, and the TARDIS dematerializes. And then we go to credits. And then in the next episode, it would immediately go into either David coming back, or bottom line, I want the implication I want is that Jodie and Yaz went off and had more adventures. That way it can lead into Big Finish. That way it could lead into more comics.
Or if you have the really dirty mind, some sort of erotica.
All right.
Yeah, I think I just ruined that moment for you.
Yeah. Yeah, so James, what like, how do you think autism is relevant? Well, I think we talked about it before, but you can say it again if you want.
I think
And
Doctor
then
Who.
we
Never mind. Oh, she's back.
This is back.
I have no idea what happened, but
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that is essentially what I want. I just want the 13th Doctor to get, a happy ending in a way. I know no Doctor really does get a happy ending. 11 kind of got one, but I want it just to suggest that they had adventures and that there is some peace. Like every Doctor except for, 10 got to say goodbye to everybody.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
a little bit of
Yeah.
peace.
Yeah, it would be nice, wouldn't it, for her? Well, like all the companions, most of the companions of her will come back anyway.
Yeah.
But you've got Bradley Walsh as Graham coming back. You've
Yeah.
got I don't know if Ryan's character will be returning.
Apparently,
hope so.
Bernard Cribbins will be back in the 60th.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I look forward to that.
He actually auditioned to be the 4th Doctor, but they turned him away because his ideas were too radical.
All right.
Radical. And then you got Tom Baker's era.
And
Yeah.
Brian
Completely
Blessed
radical.
auditioned to be the 2nd Doctor.
Oh wow.
All right.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
And also Blue Peter presenter Peter Purvis was considered for James Bond. Sorry, I think I just got that mixed up. Sorry.
Oh.
I mean, that would be something if it wasn't.
Yeah. Yes. It's all.
Now
it's
pay
all
attention,
pretty cool.
007. You will make this out of toilet rolls.
Oh. Yeah. But yeah. So, what do you guys see happening? Do you see Shooty coming straight away, or do you see Shooty not seeing David come into after Jodie, and then seeing Shooty later on in 2023?
I think, like, just looking at what's around, and I try to avoid like spoilers and things, but I don't think we're going to see Shooty till probably Christmas next year. And I think if the rumors are true, we're getting 3 60th specials instead of one long one.
Maybe it's going to be a sort of, and then
because Russell's
and
been
then
taken.
suddenly they feel it like the Force, different incarnations, and they're like, what was that, or something like that.
Could be, yeah, because they're teasing it's going to be a completely different regeneration for Jodie. I mean, it's going to be an emotional episode because, like, for me, Jodie has been an amazing Doctor, and like she's been like a landmark stories, especially with her storylines with Yaz, and then even with Doctor Who Redacted as well. Like, do you get that in the States, Katie?
Yes, I listened to all of Doctor Who Redacted. I loved it. I thought it was really phenomenally written. I was sad that we didn't get more of Jodie.
Yeah.
But I thought the final episode, episode 10, was fantastic. And got the audio from my fiance, and I am eventually going to perform it.
Oh, that'd be amazing. It was just beautiful storyline, wasn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I
And
hope they
think
make it to on screen.
that would be great, honestly. And I think I agree with you. I think what's going to happen is because
She's gone again.
Wow. Yeah, I've got a good name for this episode.
What?
A,
She's
for
gone
what
again.
I
Oh. Sorry, you dropped out. Would you care to repeat what you just said?
Someone was redacting
Oh.
Katie.
yeah, no, I'm getting redacted. I'm too close to 13.
Yeah.
I'm getting redacted. But I think because Shooty is still filming the last season of Sex Education, I think you're right. We're not going to get him until Christmas of next year. But if I had to guess, I think you're right. I think we're getting one episode with 10. We're going to get one episode with 11. And if the rumors are true, we're going to get one episode with 12.
Yeah.
And I would love it if Jodie
Yeah.
could come back for one of those.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be great. Like I think David is back. Not only he loves the show himself, it's just to get people back to watching it, because if you see David Tennant on the screen, people either come back, aren't they, from lost viewers from the writing of recent series, even though they've been really good episodes, but it's just a bit different. But I've enjoyed Jodie. But like it'd be nice to have her back for the 60th and somehow.
And also have her back for some Big Finish stories.
Yeah.
Just so yours truly can voice alongside her.
Yeah.
Just get 13 and Yaz on Big Finish. Just get their own little
That's
adventure.
it. That's why I want them to kind of have that. And then that way they can have their own adventures.
Yeah.
We can have more comics, because I will stand by the fact that I love some of what Chibnall did. I owe Chibnall a lot for giving us Jodie.
Yeah.
I don't agree with a lot of the writing in a lot of the episodes. I still enjoy it. I still think they're great. But I would love to see more of her done Big Finish, because I think it's going to be a repeat of 6, where she's really going to thrive under Big Finish.
Yeah.
Definitely 100% agree.
Yeah, she's gonna do, like, normally after Doctor Who, like it's normally like with Ncuti Gatwa, like, you know, it's gonna be an actor who's the Doctor who's not been in many other things beforehand, and afterwards they're gonna get better. Like look at Matt Smith. He's now gonna be in House of Dragons, which was gonna air soon, and Karen Gillan's been with Marvel. We know David Tennant's been in much really good things as well. And like even like Chris Wilkerson, he's been in Autism things as well.
It would also be nice if Jenna Coleman got some Big Finish stories as well.
Yeah.
Especially since Clara went off on her own.
Yeah.
That'd be good. Her and Maisie Williams.
Yeah, because they went off together, didn't they?
Yeah.
If they need a bit of cash, that is.
Yeah.
What if they turned up in like one of the 60th just randomly? That'd be fun.
Oh, that would be amazing.
That'd be brilliant.
Yeah.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
Imagine if maybe like 13 came into it possibly with a companion that wasn't with her a lot, of possibly come with Bill or something. Like 13 comes with Bill.
Wow. That would be great.
Yeah,
because I thought like it would have been nice if Bill didn't get killed off. It would have been nice to go on with 13.
Oh, definitely.
And
make
also,
a perfect parent.
And also maybe some alternate incarnations of the Doctor, like the leader from the John Pertwee story Inferno.
Okay.
That'd be good. That's a really good story.
Yeah.
Because according to Prose, the leader was an alternate incarnation of the Third Doctor. In fact, if I also joined the show as a writer, I'd probably have an episode based around that, and Hugh Laurie would be my pick to play the leader.
All right.
That would be great.
Especially since, if you look at a behind-the-scenes photo of the leader, he actually does kind of look like him.
Oh, that's pretty cool, Jack.
I mean, we had Stephen Fry in Spyfall. Let's get his comedy partner in here.
Yeah, he needs to be in it at some point too, Laurie.
Yeah. Do you guys think from the Masters should like have a little break, or do you think it like because or
Oh
anything?
yeah, I think they should try another villainous Time Lord that's been dormant for a while. Maybe someone like Omega or the Rani.
But there
Or
was
the
rumors.
Valiard.
Oh, the Valiard would be good. There were rumors with Omega because I was at a Doctor Who Comic Con just before COVID, and they were pitching a new K9 series with Omega as the main villain. But
Affirmative.
yeah, but it sort of went dormant because it was going to be joint produced by the BBC, and think it was. I've got Nickelodeon in my mind or something like that, but yeah, it sounded really good, and I don't know where that went. I'm guessing COVID might have killed that off.
I want K9 back.
Oh, I want K9 in the centenary or one of the 60th.
Oh, and there's a series I watch on YouTube. It was called What If Doctor Who Wasn't Axed in 1989.
Yeah.
Omega appeared in it, and he was played by Patrick Stewart.
Oh wow, Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, because
And the Valiard was in the series, played by Charles Dance.
All right. Yeah. Like I've got K9 right there, so I want him back.
He's my favorite companion, hands down, no question. My favorite companion.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Once my Year 7 drama teacher did a Doctor Who play called Children of Evil, and then I wrote a sequel script to it, and K9 had a companion, a robotic chicken called Egg One.
Oh, that's cute. Oh.
Well, that's
I like
awesome.
that.
In hindsight, the script was pretty shite.
All right.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me being overly critical of it.
Okay, yeah. But Doctor Who is it's very exciting because they say they want to go into the multiverse, don't they? Of
Yeah.
Like the multiverse, enter the multiverse. So maybe what this is, maybe is a dream that David Tennant and Donna are there. Maybe it's a human met across the Doctor. But like, do you guys want David Tennant to be that regeneration, or would you rather it not be?
No, it would just be a bit of the sign the BBC are like, we just want to go back to the glory days, and sometimes that doesn't work out.
No.
I agree 1,000%. I love David. I love the 10th Doctor. Honestly, I just think he's overused.
Yeah.
Also, I think Russell T Davies has probably matured a bit since 2010, so with things like Years and Years and It's a Sin.
Yeah. It's yeah. Well,
I want to make it clear, no hate for the 10th. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him play an alternate version of the 10th Doctor if it is from another universe, rather than playing like the 10th Doctor like we've seen.
There's a fifth one.
Yeah. Well, we've got another edition, guys.
David's just heard us. David Tennant's just
Yeah.
David.
David!
Sorry.
David!
Insanity happened, and I've never rushed so fast to a computer in my life. Sorry, guys.
How are you doing?
Tired, been at work all day, but doing good.
Yeah.
Conscious.
Yeah. I bet. Yeah, but it's good of you to be here.
Sorry, I'm late.
No worries.
Fine.
It's fine. So yeah, well, we were just talking about what were we just talking about? Anyone?
Talk about David.
Just the 60th, the 100th, the 60th anniversary, and all sorts of random stuff.
Yeah.
In between.
The 60th anniversary and David Tennant being overused, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about this, Mason. I just I love 10, I really do, but I find 10 the most overused, and I understand why, because he did bring in, I guess you could call it the golden age of modern Who, but it was, I just find it's kind of overused now with 10. He's always the go-to, if that makes sense. Where like, if I can guarantee you, if you ask Matt, he'd do it in a heartbeat. And I'm sure if you convinced Capaldi to do it, I'm sure he would come back and do it.
And if you got the Lazarus Pit, you could get John Hurt back as well.
Oh, I would love. See, I love the War Doctor. In just 2 episodes and audio series, he's now one of my favorite Doctors of all time.
Maybe they'll also, given they ever got the technology to revive dead actors, CGI and all that, maybe based on this what if and the fact they were considering him to replace McCoy had the series not been axed, maybe a version of the Doctor played by Richard Griffiths.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
I suppose
be nice.
he was twice considered for the role of the Doctor, once to replace Tom Baker and again to replace McCoy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it would be nice to have like I've said this before, like maybe characters in singular episodes haven't been well-known characters as much as the recurring ones, like Doctors and stuff.
Yeah.
Or better still, Brian Blessed as an alternate second Doctor, given he was considered to replace Hartnell before Troughton was confirmed.
That'd be amazing.
I'm sorry. Yeah. With Brian, I was just picture Flash Gordon. It's stuck in my head now.
An iconic film.
I know it is, and that's why it's like every time someone says Brian Blessed, all I can go is "Fly, my Hawkman."
Gordon's alive.
And they also considered a female Doctor to replace Colin Baker. They had Dawn French, Joanna Lumley, and Frances Delator in mind.
Oh wow, didn't know.
I think one of the things that a lot of people don't realize is, I mean, even Sydney Newman had considered a female Doctor at one point, but I think at the time it was just unheard of, and controversial to be said. But that was the time period. But I mean, even Sydney Newman, the creator, had considered it. But yeah, I think it would have been interesting as a what if in history if we had got one early on, and how the show would have proceeded, and especially how the fans would have reacted. But I think given that we've had almost 60 years now of mostly obviously men playing the role, I think it's created what I call the James Bond effect, where you just can't think of anyone else really.
Well, they did actually cast Joanna Lumley in The Curse of Fatal Death alongside Rowan Atkinson.
They did.
Who was considered to play the 8th Doctor before they cast Paul McGann.
Yeah. I think it was like a kind of poke, and it's like, all right, guys, this is kind of like how they did with Missy, just like, all right, guys, let's see how they react with it. But because I think it was the whole episode was considered a parody or a satire, I think people just kind of not thought of it.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh, it's a joke, isn't it? But and he was like, yeah, joke.
Yeah. But yeah, you do think of that, like, what if a girl was cast a lot of Doctors in advance?
And it was really good.
Yeah, because I love they've done it, because I love there being more diverse now with the different things in Doctor Who, and it's nice to continue that. Me and David spoke about before about like the Doctor possibly being autistic and stuff like that. So it's really good that I think the show is improving. Like,
I agree. And I think
now.
Jodie's ears, especially, like obviously having the first like same-sex couple with Yaz and 13, with the first trans. I suppose they are companions. I class them as extra companions in Redacted as well. I think it's just been a testament. And I think that's going to leave a long legacy for years to come.
And you've got Yasmin Finney on the horizon as well.
Yeah, Yasmin Finney as well.
Heartstopper, that's really good.
I think this is what we talked about, Mason. I think even though Jodie's at the end of her era, and yes, it has been a very rough patch in terms of writing and stuff. 13 is going to soar when it comes to audio and also comics and stories, because Redacted was fantastic. That just goes to show how well 13 worked when the writing is brilliant. And I think 13 is going to be like Colin Baker, where yes, people look back at the live action series and maybe go, well, that wasn't as good, but then that was because of the writing, and then whoa, holy crap, the audio stories are going to be fantastic. And I think she's going to find a whole bigger audience when Big Finish gets a hold of her.
Yeah.
Definitely agree.
Because 13 deserves another crack at the whip. And under someone else who has, I don't want to say like more imagination, but you know what I mean, better kind of stories, I guess would be the...
Well, they've got quite a number.
Yeah.
Although I don't think Robert Shearman's that active nowadays.
All right. Yeah.
I will get on it. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, Katie.
Again, I just have to reiterate, I love some of the things Chibnall did. And I am that person who will get up and defend episodes like Orphan 55. I will stand. I know I will stand on that soapbox and defend it until the day I.
And he also did an episode of Russell T Davis's era, 42.
I actually like 42. I'll say it. I like 42.
I think he did the I forgot what it was called. When Amy went underneath the sand or underneath the earth.
Well, the Silurian episode.
I will also.
And he also wrote some episodes of Life on Mars as well.
What was that, Katie? Sorry.
Oh no! I was just saying. I think he would have benefited from having a side writer or somebody or someone else helping him, because he does drama so well. But I think, I could actually rewrite the whole ending of Kerblam. But again, and again, Jodie, all of the actors do a phenomenal job. But I think I think that there is a lot that could have been done with the writing to make her seasons even stronger. That being said, there are episodes that will stay in my mind for the rest of my life. And as I've said, Jodie has seared herself onto my heart.
I completely agree. Oops, sorry.
Also, comic book writer Grant Morrison offered his services to Doctor Who in 2012.
Oh, wow.
All right.
And J. Michael Straczynski also threw his hat in the ring when Chibnall decided to leave.
Seriously?
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
From Babylon 5 to Doctor Who.
Babylon 5
and also a few Spider-Man titles along the way.
Yes, I have his Spider-Man titles. I have his Spider-Man titles.
At least it's not One More Day.
Oh, God.
Or Sins Past.
Yeah.
Not his proudest moments, I'll give you that.
I think his later stories are better. Sorry, Kate.
No. That was me cringing at. James, do you know Spider-Man at all?
I do. I know some of the comics, and I recognize the titles, but I've never actually read them. But I've seen reviews around them, and I know the reaction from the fans to those titles.
One Day More is essentially. Oh, I don't know. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
We can still hear you.
One Day, and David and Jack, jump in on me if I'm right or wrong here. One Day More is actually considered worse than the Clone Saga.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah, because they screw over everything.
Yeah,
I would agree.
We're gonna have to read these.
Not to mention one of the characters has a very awkward way of walking like this.
It is considered probably among the top 10 worst things ever done in Spider-Man, if not ever done in Marvel.
Yeah.
Story-wise.
Yeah.
Oh, and also some other comic book writers were involved in Doctor Who comics, and one of them was Alan Moore.
Oh, I didn't know
Oh,
that.
really? So you like that I made your favourite Time Lord a heroin addict? Who doesn't even use a sonic screwdriver?
That actually happened.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see. I mean, I think me and Mason was talking about this. It's like if it is kind of 60th rather than doing one decisive story, kind of an anthology of stories. I'm really hoping for 11 to come back with the Ponds as a side story. I'd love to see Matt come back because I mean the hairstyle he's got right now very Series 5, and I'm like, oh please, I want to see
maybe
come back.
Or maybe an alternate incarnation of the 12th Doctor where it's Malcolm Tucker.
Oh no,
in
you got
Doctor Who.
Katie's
Amazing
comics.
comics.
Yeah. They are awesome.
Which no,
Best 13 stories right here. And the best 13 storyline of all, quality, hidden human history.
Are there any
that one.
prominent comic book writers you'd want to see write a Doctor Who story? Like, for instance, Grant Morrison, given he threw his hat into the ring.
Mine would probably be a surprising one. I'd love to see Jeff Johns take on a Doctor Who story.
Ooh.
For
Given
those
his
who
work
don't
during
know,
DC, of course.
yeah.
Series.
For those who don't know, he's the reason why Green Lantern had a spike in popularity. His stories like Blackest Night and Brightest Day, just fan-freaking-tastic. I'd love
Just don't let Frank Miller anywhere near Doctor Who, given how downhill he's gone in recent years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want. I will say this really quick. I just want a really good Doctor Who game to come out at some point. We're still waiting.
Well,
Yes.
I liked. What was the one on PlayStation with Matt Smith's Doctor? That was really good. And they were
Oh yeah,
the
the Infinity
Adventure games.
No,
there's the adventure games.
City of the Daleks was one of them.
The Infinity Clock.
yeah, that's it. Yeah,
That
Eternity
game was
Clock.
fantastic. I
Yeah.
enjoyed that.
I know, and they were going to do more and more, but then I think they just cancelled them, which was all.
The
Just
ones on
don't give it to-
PlayStation are bad.
Just don't give it to Electronic Arts.
Yeah.
You get microtransactions galore there.
I'll tell you, like Edge of Time and Edge of Reality. If you played
They're
if you played the VR game, there's not much difference with the actual like Edge of Reality. The only difference is that you got David Tennant added onto it.
Let's see what Hideo Kojima could do with a Doctor Who game.
You'll laugh at this. Like I bought it on PS5 just because it was dirt cheap. I bought the deluxe edition, and my friend was like, "Why didn't you just get the regular one? I mean, it's no different." I'm like, "Because the deluxe edition has the capacity to let me play with Matt Smith's screwdriver." Like,
that's worth it.
I got
it was worth it to me. I could change the screwdriver to Matt Smith's screwdriver, and so that's what I'm playing with right now.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on Hideo Kojima probably doing a Doctor Who game?
I mean, he's got the imagination, flipping heck. I mean, if anyone was to do a big epic scale, Hideo Kojima could do it. I could see that.
There are rumors about a Lego game for the 60th.
Yeah, Lego Dimensions was great when they had the Doctor Who pack. I love that. That's my favorite.
I love the fact that every time you die, like you died of that, you regenerated into another Doctor. It was fun.
I know, it's brilliant. You could just like choose your favorite one by dying over and over again.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be I would be down for another Lego one because surprisingly, the best Doctor Who modern ones have been like the Lego games.
Yeah.
And they did a Doctor Who Lego idea set, which is discontinued now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be good for that to happen.
Sign a petition, get Lego to make more Doctor Who sets.
Yeah.
They're doing big.
Give me 13. I'm not even a huge Lego fan. Give me 13 as a Lego set, please.
Oh, that'd be amazing in her TARDIS, just as Lego.
Yeah.
Crystal TARDIS.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun, man. Yeah. I was saying, like, I really want them to do kind of like what they did with the Time of Victorious, when they had different comics come out, audios, events. I just want Time Fracture to come back, because that was freaking fantastic.
Oh, I love Time Fracture.
Time Fracture was so good.
I mean, they're looking for another location.
Oh, please come back, please.
I don't think it'd be in London again.
No, please come up to the Middle East. I want to be closer to it.
Oh, I agree. Just trains to London are awful.
Oh, yeah.
Expensive.
Yeah,
At least they're not run by Virgin anymore.
True.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am so sorry for my terrible internet, guys.
Oh, no, not at all,
You're
Katie.
fine.
Okay.
It's not your
Fine.
fault.
I mean, you're in the States.
fine.
We're all. It's
I
gonna
hope
be
you manage to.
jumping
I hope one day you'll get a chance to experience Time Fracture, Katie. I think you'd love it.
I was supposed to do it when I went to visit my fiance.
Her fiance, but something came up, I assume.
Yeah, yeah, it did. I remember Katie saying that. I was devastated for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is well, I can't comment on it because I've never been, but
Oh, it was amazing. Like, not giving any spoilers, but I'm sure they'll change it for the next one.
Ah.
But honestly, yeah, it's one of the best Doctor Who things I've been involved in.
I did the first time in non-costume, and that was really fun. And then me and the group of friends promised
Fiance a few months ago, but it was when it.
I think she's doing all right.
Oh, that was an
then-
unfortunate freeze there.
Oh God, I don't know how that happened, but it was when it was
Yeah.
flooded.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was.
That was awful.
I was hoping to do it again before the end of the year, and then they're like, "No, we haven't sold enough tickets, so we're going to have to discontinue." I'm like, "No, I wanted to go in July."
I know I was going to do it because I've been on 2 weeks off of work. I was planning to do it this week, but then they brought the date forward, and I just couldn't make it before it closed.
they did it in such short notice.
Yeah. Oh,
Like they could have done it until like the end of the summer. Like
Oh, definitely, they could have done.
no, I think they could have sold enough tickets to at least push to the end of July,
Yeah,
at
I agree.
least. But I tell you what, I will be forever grateful for the fact that we got to do it in costume again, because that was so much fun. Like I went in my full frock coat and like 11th Doctor outfit, and we had our
Oh,
oh,
wow.
it was so much fun. Okay, so when we went, both me and Ed's a friend of mine. He dressed in full Fourth Doctor outfit, and he had a classic brown bag full of jelly babies, and we were going to give it to him.
Oh,
And
that's fun.
obviously, I was like, "Well, if we're doing this, I'm getting some jammy Dodgers because 11."
Yeah.
And
Don't forget the custard creams.
well,
I still have mine. I still have a whole bunch of mine.
there was no 13 in that group, unfortunately, at that time. But we got down to London. I had bought a pack to bring down with me, and I forgot it, and I was kicking myself. And then I'm
Oh
like,
no!
you know what? I'll go to co-op.
Yeah.
First co-op we go, sold out. Second co-op, sold out. And we went, I kid you not, we went to 5 co-ops until the very last one had one packet, family packet.
Oh
left.
no!
And so all throughout London, you just saw these group of cosplayers like going tracking down this mysterious, like this reclusive pack of jammy Dodgers. But it was worth it in the end, because we were just giving it to the scientists in the end. They were like, "Do you like a jammy Dodger?" And I was like, "Yes, I would."
Also, I considered doing a Doctor Who story once where they met Alfred Hitchcock.
Good evening. Oh, that'd be cool.
That would be a good meeting.
That would be great.
And when I was considering the idea in 2011, I had this idea of Robin Williams playing a possessed screenwriter,
Oh wow!
oh,
because
That
Robin
would be
Williams
creepy
was a
as-
massive Whovian.
Yeah.
He was?
He
Yes.
was.
We just broke Katie.
Yeah, you did.
Not only did he like Legend of Zelda, he liked Doctor Who as well.
He liked
Yeah.
Legend of Why am I
Yeah.
only now just hearing about
He
this?
named
Look,
one of his
you know
daughters
His
Zelda.
daughter's named Zelda after
Yeah.
the princess. In fact, they used that for the Ocarina of Time 3D remake trailer.
Oh yeah, they were in it, weren't they?
Yeah, they were in it because they were legit Nintendo fans. But yeah, he was a big nerd. Robin
Oh
was.
yeah.
Oh, he loved Doctor Who. He was big into it. Which was really cool.
Other famous Doctor Who fans, David Duchovny was a fan of it.
Oh, David Duchovny wanted to be in the show for years, and he kept saying it.
Yeah.
It's like in conventions, it's like whenever someone else was like, "If you could be any show, what would it be?" And he'd always say Doctor Who.
Tom
Oh.
Hanks and Stephen Hawking were fans as well.
Oh, Stephen Hawking doesn't.
Yeah.
Peter Jackson.
Oh, Peter Jackson's wanted to write an episode for like years. I mean, didn't they use him a couple of times, like in some joke videos as well, like Stephen Moffat trying to call him and stuff?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
Comic relief and things.
they did.
Oh, the six-ish doctors, they had him on.
Yeah,
That was it, yeah.
Yeah. That was it.
Oh, and Richard Dawkins. Rowan Williams is a fan, the former Archbishop of Canterbury.
Oh, the funny thing though with Peter Jackson though is when they asked, like he said, I will direct an episode. You can waiver my directorial fee. I just want a Dalek. That was going to be his fee to write an episode. He said, I don't care about the fee. I just want a Dalek.
And also fans of the show are Johnny Depp, Mark Hamill, George Lucas, and Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, all right. I didn't know that.
Oh wow.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And Steven Spielberg tried to do a Doctor Who film, and apparently Alan Rickman was in the running to play the Doctor.
Ooh.
Oh, he'd be a great choice. He would have been.
Judging by a frozen facial expression, I think I might have blown Katie's mind again.
Yeah, I think you have.
Oh, and Meatloaf was a fan of Doctor Who as well.
The Queen is actually.
Yeah, well, the Queen. Yeah, that makes sense. I knew that.
I mean, the Queen's met the Doctor, so.
Yeah. I
Oh,
believe that
God.
the
I mean,
Queen's met Matt Smith.
I missed the prom. I know that was.
Oh, the proms were brilliant. The Doctor Who proms, weren't they?
What are Doctor Who proms?
So it was pretty big. I'd say it got really traction. I would say Matt Smith's era because Tennant had some at the. I'd say just at the end of his era. But
Yeah.
what they are is they're massive orchestral show essentially, and
the
they
music.
did live music, and occasionally the Doctor would make an appearance on the show. And my favorite, not biased or anything, but was Matt Smith's one where they had all the villains and stuff from series 5.
I know, it's brilliant in the Royal Albert Hall.
Yeah, oh,
Amazing.
fantastic! I wish I could have seen it. Like,
It was live, wasn't it, on telly?
Yeah, it's part of
they
the
did
show it.
proms. Yeah.
and the cool thing
He
is,
showed up and his hair was shaved because he was doing Terminator.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I saw
remember
that.
That was brilliant.
yeah,
And apparently Bob Dylan's a Doctor Who fan as well.
the list just keeps growing.
Yeah. There's so many of
And
them.
he gave permission for his music to be used in the story Silver Nemesis.
Oh, I didn't know that.
All right.
Is this the condition known as Madness Leader? It is.
Yeah, there's so many. There's so many out there.
And also the Beatles were fans of Doctor Who as well.
Hey Ringo, we're in the show.
In fact, there's a picture of John Lennon meeting a Dalek.
Oh, wow.
All right.
That's what we need. We need the Doctor Who set in Glastonbury. Just...
Yeah, but we need Doctor Who proms returning.
Oh, definitely.
Because the music is the best part of Doctor Who, I think.
Oh, I agree.
Like,
Beautifully written.
yeah. Like, I do love 13th like theme song, but I just wish there was more music. There's not much music within the current era, like that really.
No, I'm rewatching it. Oops, sorry, go ahead.
And
Dave.
apparently someone who hated the show was Christopher Lee.
Oh.
Christopher
Oh,
Lee hated
really?
the show? What?
And apparently Alan Moore.
Oh, that doesn't. He hates everything. Not
including
shocking.
including some of his own.
I hope they get Murray Gold back for this, like,
Oh, I hope they get
60th.
Murray. Yeah.
Oh,
and Shooties as well. Like,
Well,
I'd
well,
like to see-
Murray's been seen with Russell quite suspiciously a lot recently. I think he was at the BAFTAs, wasn't he?
That's probably only because of
yeah.
It's a Sin and all that.
Yes, but
Did it was he the
Strokes Invisible Master.
yeah.
Yes.
yeah? Like it'd be nice to have him back because
Imagine if they got John Williams to compose some Doctor Who
We
music.
won't do it anymore. Well, even if we wanted to, like he's retired now from movie and television. He's stepped down. He's just doing original musics
Yeah.
like to his own. Like it was an article recently, which is a shame because John's movie scores are just.
He's doing
legendary.
2 more films. He's got
Oh, is it?
Spielberg's The Fabelmans and the 5th Indiana Jones movie.
That's right. Yeah, and
Yeah.
then he's
Oh, yeah.
stepping down.
He just needs
But-
a Tony to complete EGOT, by the way.
Hmm. Yeah, it is. There's somebody out there who like it, and it'd be nice to get Murray Cole back
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
his music was gold.
Although,
I
I
literally
Although-
wake up every morning for work with "I Am the Doctor" as my alarm ring.
Oh, that's a fantastic track.
although Sagon Akanola's done some good work as well.
I think with the new composer, I think me and Mason were talking about this, is the fact that he doesn't have any iconic themes, at least not in series 11, 12, or Flux.
Hmm.
The only one I would say that you could probably think off the top of your head is probably 13th theme, which is a
Yeah.
fantastic theme.
Yeah.
Or the
But-
Cybermen music that he
Oh.
composed.
Even the Cybermen one, I think the only one I remember, like I can hear in my head, is the Cybermaster. The Cybermaster.
What about the theme to Captain Jack's entrance and the future ship of the Jejune?
They're a good piece of music.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That one was pretty cool,
Yeah.
but
Oh.
you can't really think of many.
No. Whereas you think of Murray Gold, you think you can probably
You've
name.
got Night of the Daleks. You've
Yeah.
got I Am the Doctor. You've got Doctor Forever. You've got Triumphant Song. You got
Dazzling End.
Exactly.
You can literally start naming them, and the thing is, you can hum them as well, which is
Yeah.
like come on, no, the Doctor's you're like ha ha ha. It's just like ha ha ha. It's just like all of those you can like, but I think the only one I know like I can probably hum is probably the 13th theme song.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
There's-
Hopefully we get Murray.
Yeah, if we don't get Murray, just someone that like me and David said before, like have songs that we can remember.
Yeah. Because I remember buying the CDs of Murray Gold's like series. Remember CDs? They were thing.
I
Yes,
still have Series 3 and Series 4 on CD, so
Same.
no.
I've got series 4
not
just
old.
over there.
Yeah.
I'm my CD collection is lacking.
I see. Yeah. So
Not
guys,
like the DVD collection you see behind you.
oh, there's quite a lot there.
There's much more in the house.
All right.
Some up in the loft, others under the bed.
Wow. All right. Right. Before we finish, because we've done quite a lot of talking about Doctor Who, about Autism as well. Well, what I'm going to do, I don't know. I'm going to go through each of you. It may be you may know it, you may not. So you kind of have the choice, I suppose. You can either do both or one of all. So you can say advice about autism or a quote in Doctor Who that you relate to, and it may be one you've already said already in a past episode in the series, or it may not be. But so I'm going to start with Katie. So I'll start with her.
This is, you are the maddest, most beautiful thing I have ever experienced, and I haven't even scratched the surface.
That's great.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
Because that scene moves me every time I watch it.
yeah.
And again, I'm so sorry about all of the issues with my Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
No,
Not at all.
it's great because it's like within the TARDIS that stuff happens. It all gets disrupted, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
In the time vortex a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems we've been through the time vortex today. Yeah, and thanks to you, Katie, with all those internet troubles, I think I had a good aim for the episode, the unstable internet connection.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks, Katie. It was. I love that quote too. It's really relatable. So David, back to you, my friend.
I'm gonna say this is my favorite quote, and it makes me sad every time, but I will quote it because it's my favorite, and I'm gonna act it out like I did last time. But
Okay.
we're all different people all through our lives, but that's okay. That's good. You've got to keep going, so long as you remember all the people that you used to be. I will not forget one line of this. But one day, I swear, I'll always remember when the Doctor was me.
Oh, well done. That's brilliant.
I love
Brilliantly
it.
acted.
It gets me every time, and when I do it in costume on TikTok, I always have to run off, and
Yeah.
it always tears me out. It's such a great, but it's the beginning of the line. It makes so much sense that we're
Yeah.
all different people from beginning of our lives all the way to the end, and the thing is just to keep going, and
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what the show teaches, and that change is a good thing. So yeah.
Have you ever acted it out with your own voice, David? Like
No, because it would sound really weird if I did. I'm sorry, there's only one voice for it, and it's just Matt's
yeah.
calming voice. I mean, I guess I would say it like we're all different people all through our lives, but that's okay. That's good. You've got to keep going, so long as you remember all the people that you used to be. See, that's probably how I do it if I was.
Yeah. But
it's a great line, and it's something. I mean, Matt has so many great ones throughout his sleep. I mean, the fact that everyone is unique, that there is not another one of you in the universe. You are unique, and I like that one. There's too many in Matt's era that I love, but I could be here all day, and
I suppose we could. but thanks, David. It's like as good as last time. James, over to you.
So this quote that I really love is, and I love it so much, I'm getting a tattoo of it along with the TARDIS at the end of the month. But after all, we're all stories in the end. So let's make it a good one. And it just shows that we should live our lives. We shouldn't be defined by anyone else. We shouldn't compare ourselves to anything in the media or anything like negative. We should live our lives how much we want to, and that we should just embrace ourselves and love all the negative bits about us and all the positive things as well, and celebrate all little achievements, whether little or big.
Yeah, like I love that quote too. Like, because we are all stories in the end. Aren't we? And yeah, like at some point in the future, I'd like to get it too. Like for my Crohn's, I'd like to get like that inside the TARDIS or something, because
that'd be brilliant.
But because of my Crohn's being all the medication I'm on, I can't at the moment. But it's something for the future. But it's good that you're gonna tattoo. It's kind of it's good. Like
Take me a long time.
Yeah, they do take time, don't they? Yeah, I love that quote. And Jack, over to you.
I'm going to cheat. I've got two.
Okay.
First one is from the Fourth Doctor. The very powerful and the very stupid have one thing in common. They don't change their views to fit the facts. They change the facts to fit their views, which can be uncomfortable if you happen to be one of the facts that needs changing.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
And the
Perfect for
second
right
one is
now.
Yeah.
and the second one is from the First Doctor. One day I shall come back. Yes, I shall come back. Till then there must be no regrets, no tears, no anxieties. Just go forth in all your beliefs and prove to me that I'm not mistaken in mine.
Yeah, they're both brilliant, and I don't think I've heard any of them this series. Actually, Kate, I haven't heard yours either. So it's great that we're hearing new quotes, because what I'm doing is eventually, the reason I ask you is not only because it relates to you as a person, but by the end of the series that there's going to be a kind of a graphic design created with everyone's quotes on. That they've said.
That's lovely.
Oh, I love that.
And everyone's I'm gonna send one to all of you with everyone's quotes that everyone said. And it may take a bit of time, but it won't be a quick thing. But everyone's quotes that you've all said will be there.
That's it.
Okay. But yeah, it's been great seeing you all again. And
Indeed it has.
it's been awesome. I'm glad you've all enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's been
Thank you.
fantastic.
It's
Thank
good
you.
to know my future's in good hands.
Yes.
Yes.
It is in good hands. And through our future selves, past selves, I'll see you in the next journey, guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right. See ya.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.